Okay guys, I'm gonna start trying to cut this tree down a little bit better than that one in the camera. You're gonna actually see the camera one before you're gonna see this GoPro one. And you'll notice in the camera one, the last one didn't go where I wanted because of all these vines up here. Like I said, I didn't get them cut off enough yet. I think this time I got them cut loose enough to where they're not gonna make too much of a problem for this tree to drop, which probably because all the vines are going to fall that way towards the brush pile, which is okay because that's where I want to move it to eventually anyway. So then I'm going to end up taking out this dead tree. I may end up taking out the dead tree first. We're going to see. I think I can get to there and cut it backwards. Not my favorite way to cut, but I think I can still cut it that way. See if we can get this thing to start. Put it up on start. Most of the newer ones, they got a little momentary on off, but this one still got the old flip switch. I'm supposed to push that down and make it a little bit easier to pull. Well, that's gonna need a little choke. Thought it was warm enough today, it might not need it. Make sure I didn't flip this switch by any chance. I'm still in the right position. Alright, so I'm going to cut a notch on the other side and I'm going to try to cut it backwards and top of the blade instead of the bottom of the blade and see if it'll actually fall where we want it. I'm going to need to tighten up this chain. In fact, I guess y'all going to get to see that. Sorry guys, I didn't expect to make this video quite this long. Maybe we can keep it under 11 minutes. Shouldn't take long. It's pretty simple. Take that, break that loose, and basically you just turn this and that's if the chain ain't already started coming out of the groove. Looks like it has. Just not want to go in there now. Have to loosen up just a little bit. There we go. I think it just went back in. Yeah, it's off. Yeah, it's back in the groove now. Make it just a little bit tighter. That should be good. I got it on a little bit higher oil. It's a new chain, new saw. Turn the oil down just a little bit, but I do see it storing out a little bit. It's up probably a little bit higher than it needs to be. This may get dropped on by the tree, so let's just move it over here. While we're over here anyway, wasn't gonna move since we came back to move that. That's one of the trees that we cut down off. Well, thought we was cutting it off down on camera, but the battery wasn't working, which it came from here. And this is the one I cut the other day. That you'll see that one on the phone. It kind of fell on me a little bit, but like I said, it's a light tree. It ain't no problem, but if it was a big tree, it'd been a big problem. Should have pushed that button down, but it cranks okay. Should have had the brake on too, but let's see if we can get this notched. The tree's leaning that way. He's already leaning that way anyway, so. And that's how the other one should have failed. And I guess while we're here, it ain't gonna make a lot of difference. This old dead tree, probably gonna push it whichever way I want it to go anyway, but I'd rather have it go this way. Cut these knobs out. Because I don't feel like getting tripped all over. Like I said, it's a pretty dead tree anyway. Gonna have to kill these stumps, dig all this stuff out, but right now I'm gonna cut them down a little bit. Get them out of there. Can. Poor saw's eating a lot of dirt. Just oil it a little bit, but I'll show you what it throws. Throws some pretty big size wood chips. That saw is pretty sharp, pretty fast, pretty strong. Wouldn't want to get hit by it, no way, shape, or form. So we'll take some of this out. I'm gonna have to clean up some more of these stobs. Sometimes a little easier with the brush blade, sometimes a little easier with this. I'm not gonna cut all that crap up online. It takes a lot. One of the things I will show you, this brush pile now, it's grown a little bit. Well over an hour's worth of work. Probably about an hour and a half's worth of work. It gets this brush pile to the size it is. By the time I get that tree cut up and thrown in there, probably about another 15 minutes or so. So like I said, what I'm gonna throw in there. And then like I said, you know, but there's no reason for me to put all that on camera for y'all. Y'all watched me cut up limbs the other day, so it's pretty simple. Tree wasn't much of a big tree. When I cut down some bigger trees, or when I'm cutting off some of those bigger pieces over there, Stacy's jacket hanging on a handy dandy coat rack over there. So these trees eventually got to come out also. That tree there, and like I said, that pecan tree. And some of these limbs that are overhanging, I got to get them out. But I got to get a way to get up in there a little higher to do that. So that may be getting done by somebody else. But anyway, I got some more trees. It's got a hanging out limb right above those white bags. And then there's some more right over here. You might can see them. There's two sticking out. And some more. And one of them actually dropped the other day. It's laying on the ground over there. I don't know how well you can see it, but it's a little bit behind the drag. It actually fell about what the drag is. Part of the limb still caught up in the tree. But I'm gonna call that one quit. Like I said, I was working on this a little earlier. You'll see that video before you'll see this one of the garden. But I did say in that video that these trees would have to be cut before I got that finished and got the plastic down, which you'll see in this video that these trees did come down before the plastic got put up. All right, guys, thank y'all again for watching, and y'all have a good one.